today, what do we got going on today? What's in there? Anything new that we need to get on?
Did Mike call you?
He did.
Okay.
He called me.
Okay.
And I told him I'd pop up at some point, or one of us would pop up at some point today.
Simpson and
I don't know if you want to
what?
do it.
Yeah,
If you want me to go, okay.
Yeah.
That was the email?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Who's that from? Oh, okay. What else?
And Mr. Rearbach's gonna need some equipment in library. Yeah, library lab on Tuesday.
Okay, so we're gonna remember, we have to think about that on Monday.
Just an email from Ms. Carroll saying there's no equipment for the announcements in II-A-2.
Okay.
And Ms. Perry wants Outlook downloaded on her computer.
Okay. She's already using Outlook in the one computer in her main office, so I don't think she can use it in the other because it will be sucking the emails off it, so she's gonna need to use the portal. Does somebody wanna talk to her about that?
I can go around, Ms. McGrath.
Okay, you wanna explain that to her? Okay, Vicki Schultz, did we ever get her laptop? What's the story with that?
Her laptop? Is her laptop now?
Well, that's the same thing that we were working on, right?
He was working on her. No, I was working on her desktop. I didn't even know she had a laptop.
Oh, brought my laptop.
Oh, she brought her laptop. When was that?
I'll go see her now.
Tom, do you wanna check in with her about that laptop? She might need some updates. The only thing is if she uses, Power School Gradebook on that, we can't update to the latest, she's saying Java update, we can't update because it's still not, I don't think that's resolved itself yet, that whole Java issue.
So Tom, just make sure that she's using like her desktop. Okay.
Yeah, so if she says ask her to use the laptop for Gradebook, if she does, tell her we can't update the Java, otherwise it won't work, until Java fixes the bug that they have.
Yep.
What else, anything else we have ongoing?
Do you want me to go up to Miss Careers and do the
Video, thank you for remembering that, yes. Make sure she logged out and logged back on. Was she good with the log on?
Yeah, I told her what it was, and I have it written down on my iPod, so if she forgets,
Will you, Tom, actually, or Cole, walk her through logging off and have her physically log back on so she can see that username and password is it and it works? That will help solidify
Well, she said that's what
it,
it is for everything else, so.
which is perfect.
Yep.
Okay, and then you'll get the video, have
Yeah.
her launch the video so she knows how to do it.
I kinda wanna fix her projector, it's kinda, when she projects to the small
She's
board,
at a weird angle.
yeah, and it's just like, it makes it really small, and I
Okay.
wanna just spruce it up.
Okay, ask her, say to her, tell her, explain that and see what she says about that. Okay. The other thing we gotta do is start doing the QuickTime. So the QuickTime link is in there to the Google Drive so we can keep it as a checklist and the directions on how to do it. So how do we wanna split that up?
I'll do.
So this is so that everyone can see news announcements. I think we need to focus on classrooms first. And then, like a guidance council will wanna watch that when they start doing that news and announcements, but they're not the high priority. The high priority is that every classroom that's in a homeroom, that we'll get those done. So we should do the A wing, C wing, whatever. So Charlie, you wanna figure out who's doing what wing on that?
I can do anything.
You can do A wing? You can do A wing second and third? You can do second, and somebody else can do third.
I can do third. Someone else can do third.
Alright, somebody wanna do A wing second?
Sure.
Tom, you got that? Cole, you wanna start in the C wing? We can start in the D wing, we can do D wing 1 and 2. Okay, just make sure, what do you guys wanna just do a red bullet in the Google Drive to say that room's done, that way when we all finish the wings, we can go help each other.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else? SolidWorks, we hit that wall, we're gonna problem solve that tomorrow with Mr. Savory on the network server.
Make sure you guys are posting the daily activities.
Oh yeah, and activities,
I forgot I could do this.
and I gotta writing conferences with you guys.
So what are we exactly doing with this QuickTime?
So good question, who worked this out?
It's clear, but
You want it? Yeah, we can test it on one of my computers.
So you log off of the account, you're gonna log in as the local admin, and then if you follow those directions, it should work. It didn't work one day on here, but Mrs. Claire did it, and she said it worked and the directions were perfect. So start with whatever room you wanna start with, try it out, and if you run into issues, we'll meet back here and kinda troubleshoot it again together. We can go into a lab and work it out, but I think she said it worked, no problem. Although this is for XP, not Windows 7, but most teachers have XP.
yeah.
So we should be good to go.
What is this for? What is this?
Oh, great.
Doing?
Okay, so you know the news and announcement's gonna be a live feed from the TV studio, so instead of them doing it over the loudspeaker, it's
Yeah,
actually, you're gonna see the two people who talk in the morning,
Yeah.
it's gonna be more of a news show.
But they already have QuickTime on their computers.
So
Right.
this, good question, so this forces QuickTime to be the default player that it goes to.
Oh, we're just making, alright.
So, it's not, it's somewhere in the control panel that, with those directions, you change the default to QuickTime.
Just by opening.
So when they click the link, now the link is in here too, there's another email with the actual link in there. Should be right there. So to test it, this is awesome that you asked that question, because once you do it, then if you click on this link, go ahead. It comes to the TV studio, and when you press play, that will force QuickTime, if it's set up correctly, to open up on the thing. There's no camera set up right now, there's no live feed, so it will just be a black screen, but you'll know that what you set up worked. And then just log off, and when you leave the computer control alt delete, make sure you toggle back to SPS, because you know teachers forget to do that, and then they're like, I can't, they'll be calling us, I can't log on to my machine. Okay, everybody's good?
Yeah.
Is Jackson out today?
Just
He was here today.
he was,
Okay.
yeah, he was here.
You might have got dismissed, maybe?
Maybe.
All right.